Essentially nothing was known of the aquatic species dubbed Leviathans before Commander Shepard's report to Task Force Aurora. No record of their species' true name exists, no ruins are attributed to their civilization, and no influence on other races has been recorded. The task force can only conjecture based on the limited information provided by Shepard. Their current world is unlikely their home world, so it is surmised that the Leviathans mastered technology and spaceflight despite their immense size and aquatic nature. Their ability to communicate with and mentally dominate land-based sapients would have been a necessary step, and so whatever homeworld the Leviathans hail from would have included a thrall species whose civilization served the purpose of the Leviathans. Presumably, the Leviathans' bodies can withstand both the extreme pressure of the depths and the lesser pressure of a coastal area, where they might have come into contact with their thralls. Transporting a creature the size of the Leviathan into space would have been a significant engineering challenge. It is likely they used ESO for ease of travel, as the Hanar do, and employed cybernetic filtration to breathe air as well as oxygenated water. It is unknown if the Leviathans have modified themselves with the equivalent of a biotic amplifier, but it seems probable. The faster-than-light communication of their pulses would require precise control previously unknown to modern science. One can only guess at the innovations of this species, and the Leviathans are volunteering no such information. Hi everybody and welcome back to the bombshell that we have just uncovered. It's actually a few days later, and I'm still not really sure what to make of it. This turns the whole thing on its head. But right now we're not at war with the Leviathans, and we are at war with the Reapers, so let's concentrate on our mission. Maybe later we'll get to kill the Leviathans. We'll subjugate them or whatever it is we need to do, because ultimately they're responsible for this. They created the intelligence, which in turn either is or created the Reapers, so they're responsible for the murders of probably millions of civilizations even. That's absolutely crazy. And there's obviously still a sexually active group on that planet, because I doubt they'll live for that long. So it must still be recreating. Obviously it wasn't them that created it, it was their forefathers. It's a very complicated issue, this one. I think we'll be returning to it time and again. I don't know if it's expanded on in the books or comics. If it is, I'll probably have to get them before the end of the LP. But I don't think we've really started the main game at all yet, which is a bit crazy. But yeah, that is a mind-blowing DLC. I don't know if that was the original intent, the creator's intent or not, but it's definitely canon because it's in the main trilogy. I think it probably...
Reapers don't have colonies. You can't bomb them or you're bombing what's left of your own planet. They make their own soldiers out of our civilians. They don't have supply lines. How do you beat something like that?
I'll let you know if I think of something.
I think it probably is. I mean, it all makes sense. If they did decide after the fact, you know, it does make a lot of sense. And it just makes me hate the Geth more. I know Legion was kind of our buddy, but we can't allow synthetics to be created. I mean, let's say we beat the Reaper cycle. Let's say we kill the Leviathans. In the future, someone will probably just create more Geth and the whole thing will happen again. I mean, everything is cyclical, isn't it? Including probably the creation of new Reapers. Let's be honest, I've not played 1 second of Andromeda. I don't know what happens. Don't know anything about it really, apart from everyone made fun of the eyes. And maybe this is covered in that. But ultimately, someone in the galaxy of Andromeda will create an AI species, and they'll do the same thing. We have to get ED destroyed. We have to. Knowing what we know now, there is no way we can continue to allow ED to just... Ugh, mind blown.
Commander?
Oh, I guess we better decide what to do next. We'll go somewhere where it seems like Edie might actually get killed. That's our biggest plan right now. After the Reapers and Cerberus, Edie is our biggest enemy. Enemy number 3. And then Leviathan's enemy number 4. If I find a way to get rid of this, I will. That's a bit aimless. This one I can't find the Dranek system. This is filler, 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 filler. So we've got Surkesh. That's the rendezvous. That's advancing the plot. And we've got Grissom Academy. That's helping the humans. Let's go to Grissom Academy next. Okay, so this is a system you can't bring the Reapers in. I guess that makes sense. I think the reason we get the scan button so much is because of the mod I put on, the easy scan mod. I'm definitely going to take Edie. Her best chance to get her killed is off ship. And I think I'm going to take James or Garrus. I still don't know much about James. Let's take James. Oh, I didn't spend any money. I might have got money by now. I know it gives all the same, but... Oh, I haven't upgraded any SMGs. Cancel that. Oh, give us something. But when I've got an X level weapon, would it not be crazy to leave that behind? I think so. I'm not going to use my mods on their weapons, it'll just confuse me. Unless I've got multiples of them, but I don't think I have. Actually, I almost certainly do. I'll investigate that next time we land. I mean, these are equally good, really. Probably doesn't make a lot of difference. I think armour is more common amongst our tougher opponents. They tend to be more orange than blue or purple. %10 doesn't sound like a lot, does it? I don't think much of incendiary ammo. I mean, these both seem like massive boosts, actually. This really boosts its time around, whereas this one does a huge amount of damage. I think I'm going to take the damage, you know. Because look, that would be 2/3 of her health.
And there's the folks who answered the distress call. Cerberus cruiser. At least a dozen fighters on blockade duty. Not too many for us in a straight-up fight. They must want this place bad.
Receiving incoming transmission.
Let's hear it.
SSV Normandy, this is Kaylee Sanders, Director of Grissom Academy. We need immediate assistance. Cerberus is attacking the facility. They're after my students.
This is Commander Shepard. We're blocked on a direct approach.
I know. They've taken control of our docking base.
Any alternatives?
There's an auxiliary cargo port I could probably open.
All right. We'll come in by shuttle and get your students out of there. Joker, can you give me a diversion?
Oh boy, can I? Come and get me!
Well, I hope they all died in the afterburner. Pretty unlikely.
Keep
but
the
I hope
shuttle
so.
in position. We'll be back.
Well, that's drama-free.
Commander,
Normally,
I'm locked in a server room around the corner. Cerberus troops are trying to get in.
normally I end up crashing whenever I go somewhere new. At least the last few planets we've crashed onto, I think. We are on hard. Also, I know we're 20 episodes in, but I've decided I'm going to turn the game down a little bit, even though I'm about
Sanders,
the same...
we're clear. It's me.
Commander, thank you. Admiral Anderson always said you were the best. And with Cerberus coming for my students, I need the best.
How many of you are there?
Fewer than 20. Most were sent home when word of the Reaper invasion spread. But a few volunteered to stay. Some are prototyping tech for the Alliance. Others are biotics. They've been training for military operations, working together as biotic artillery.
I'm about the same volume as the... Oh, stupid phone. About the same volume as the vocals in the game. Except for the DLC, which was louder. I actually have been turning that down. But in general, I'm about the same volume as the characters, which is how I normally set it. But I just seem a bit quiet otherwise, I think.
You said something about Admiral Anderson.
Yes, we met... God, what's it been? 20 years ago when he was a Spectre candidate. I was there when Saren betrayed him. David saved my life that day. He's a good man.
He was on Earth when the Reapers hit. He stayed behind when I got off-world.
I hadn't heard. We've been cut off from most news. He's alive?
Alive and fighting. He's currently leading the resistance movement.
Good. If we get out of here... Well, just tell him to stay alive.
You are not going to go to Earth. Don't even pretend you are. That'd be stupid.
We need all the help we can get.
I just wish it was from somewhere else. But you're right. The Alliance needs help. God bless them. Some of our older students volunteered. Hang on. I've been trying to get communications working.
This is Froberg. There are students trapped in Orion Hall. Cerberus has us boxed in. They're closing fast.
Damn it.
Orion Hall?
Back out the door and down the hallway. I can get the door open.
I'll bring them back here and we'll make a run for the shuttle.
Thank you, Commander. I'll stay put. With luck, I can regain control of some of our systems. I'll get the door for you. It leads to Orion Hall.
Who's that? Oh, I can't interrupt. Go, go, go. Interrupt. Why would the school have loads of bulletproof gas everywhere? Stupid school. 2 ways to go here.
Drop the barrier now. Nobody's going to hurt you. The file says that you're alive. But your sister, she's optional. You give us trouble.
We understand that you're scared. Your teachers have filled your heads with Alliance propaganda. But Cerberus can keep you safe.
Yeah, I wasn't going to interrupt these two. No, I was going to interrupt these two. We couldn't let that play out in case he died.
There may be more nearby. Play dead until it's safe, then get to Kaylee Sanders in security.
Okay, but my sister Sean is out here somewhere too.
The Alliance has failed you. Earth has fallen. Fighting now only dishonors your family.
Instructor's log. The kids are getting better at this shit. I'm worried. I don't think we've got enough time to pull this off, and there's just no way they could really survive out there without any more training. Not much experience at all. Doing my best to get them ready. Didn't think I'd ever care this much. But I won't let them hurt anyone. They're my kids. Mine! Don't really know what that tells us. I mean, if it's early in the training, there will be an experience, won't they? And I guess no one's really ready to enter a war zone until it happens. I'm not going to let them put me off recruiting them.
You are the best and the brightest that humanity has to offer. Cerberus can give you the tools you need. You need us, and we need you.
I don't have the ammo on again. Oh, new weapon. Absolutely don't equip it, wherever that was. Good. I think we've actually got quite a few new weapons to research here. I don't really remember what I've tried and what I haven't.
Stay back.
Ah, damn it. Slap some Metagel on there before she bleeds out.
Sean, can you hear me?
How do you know my name?
I saved your brother. He's with Kaylee Sanders at security. Can you get to her?
Yeah. I just need to rest for a minute. Thank you.
Oh, I like the design in here, actually. I wonder if it's got a mnemonic for mnemonic in there. I hope so. Otherwise it would be a wasted opportunity. Oh, loads of new weapons.
Commander, I just got an emergency message from the students in Orion Hall. One of our instructors is with them, but they can't hold out much longer.
We would prefer your willing.
Is this thing working? Shepard, you're a miracle worker. Students, if you can hear me, this is Kaylee Sanders. I am still alive and help is coming. Commander Shepard and an Alliance team are here to rescue us. Stay safe. Get to me if you can.
Eat this!
Jack!
Shepard? Everyone get down! This thing's out of your league! Shepard, keep it off us!
Thankfully, we've fought millions of these, they're not actually that scary. Which is another problem with
military
DLC,
force.
is
They need
the inherent
support.
problem with it. Oh, I'm getting shot at here. Probably shotgun from this game, actually.
Get ready. More of the way.
Where's all my ammo go?
Kaylee said she was putting out an SOS. I had no idea the King of the Boy Scouts would show up. Alright, amp check. Prangley, those fields were weak. Cerberus isn't gonna lie down out of pity like that girl you took to prom. Grab juice and an energy bar. We move in 5. Damn it! How many times did I tell you not to trust Cerberus?
You're not telling me anything I haven't told myself, Jack.
Oh, you feel bad? Well, shit. I bet that's a big comfort to all the people Cerberus has killed.
Jack's personality appears largely unchanged.
Hey, Edie. Nice body. Now you look like a sex bot instead of a sex toy. Okay, right now, all I care about is getting my guys out of here.
Your guys?
Yeah. I guess so.
She's really feminine now. I don't remember being that feminine. She's actually really hot. She might be hotter than Liara.
I can't think of anybody who could care about them more.
Well, I had some free time while you were off playing hero. Alliance Brass knew I helped you. They offered me this. And apparently the students responded well to my teaching style.
The psychotic biotic!
I will destroy you! Drink your juice, Rodriguez. You couldn't destroy wet tissue paper.
Cortez to extraction team. The Cerberus cruiser is coming back.
How long have we got?
2 minutes tops, Commander. After that, there's no way we'll get past them.
Get out of here and back to the Normandy. We'll find another way off the station.
Roger that. Good luck, sir.
Shepard to Sanders. The students are safe, but the shuttle's a no-go.
Understood. I might know another way off the station, but I need station-wide camera access. Can you disable the Cerberus security override? It's routed through Orion Hall, so it should be nearby.
I can't believe...
How does camera access get us off this station?
We need to reach the Cerberus shuttles. The cruiser won't auto-target friendly ships, which gives us a fighting chance to escape. Get me back the cameras, and I'll find a path to the shuttles that keeps Cerberus from boxing you in.
Yeah, I can't believe how feminine Jack looks. I remember us being way butcher than that.
Sanders, you should have access now.
Got it. The fastest way is through the atrium, but Cerberus has sealed the doors. You'll need to disable the magnetic locks. The overrides should be directly above the door.
High priority target. Student ID 12-5D Prangley. Status capture priority alpha. Bring back alive at all costs. Vital retrieval subject due to high level biotic abilities paired with high leadership testing scores. Considered prime candidate for indoctrination. Indoctrination? And high level enhancements for subsequent long term infiltration relocation. So, look, this is basically the best evidence we've had so far. They're not even hiding it. I mean, if Cerberus were indoctrinating people into their doctrine, I'm sure they wouldn't call it indoctrination, because that word is stigmatized in the Mass Effect universe and amongst Cerberus because of Reaper's indoctrination. There's no way if they were doing the same thing they would call it indoctrination. So that is evidence for sure that they're indoctrinated, or at least that the Elusive Man is indoctrinated. Most likely they all are, to go along with it. Ah, that's where I'm going, downstairs by the looks of it.
Hey, let me know when we've got a new way off this station.
I have to say, Jack, you look good.
Yeah, well, maybe some of your attitude rubbed off on me. I never had a family. And these guys... Anyone screws with my students, I will tear them apart.
How are the students handling the war?
How do you think? They're a bunch of teenagers. Until a few months ago, their biggest concern was getting laid.
You don't think they're ready for war?
I don't think they have a choice.
So, all this talk about biotic artillery strikes.
It's great in theory. Maybe they'll get it together once they've seen some action.
But...
They'd be better off as support. Put them in the back ranks, helping with barriers and shit. I don't know.
Have you told them that?
No. They need me to believe in them. I did pick up a few things listening to your damn speeches.
What's so valuable about these students? Biotically, I mean.
Well, what's scarier than a pissed-off biotic attacker? A whole bunch of them working together. It's like a biotic artillery strike. Any asshole gets in our way, we rip him to shreds.
Isn't that the kind of thing you wanted to destroy on Pragia?
You know damn well it wasn't. Cerberus was torturing kids on Pragia. These guys are older, and they volunteered, and the only ones feeling any pain are the bad guys.
What's so valuable?
Well, it's like a
Doesn't that exhaust them?
Yeah, sure. But we've been working on conditioning, improving endurance. Whenever they complain, I tell them about the collector base, throwing husks around, making shockwaves all over the place. Ugh, I kept thinking, damn, let the Solarian handle this. He can talk them to death.
I know, they're definitely an asset. They're definitely well worth recovering. And they're definitely something we don't want indoctrinated by Cerberus.
Stay close. We'll get you out of here.
Good.
Should I cheat? No, I have to find it myself. Well, we're after shooting something in the ceiling. I'm sure that's what the implication was. Oh, that's not a map.
You really think we're getting out of here?
Of course we are. Don't talk like that.
Sorry.
We'll be ready when you need us, Commander.
So our teacher worked with Commander Shepard? That's pretty badass.
Yeah. Wonder why she never mentioned it.
I can't believe you and our teacher work together.
How's your
With both of you here.
God, I think I
Maybe we've got a chance.
Just drink your juice. You'll be fine.
Got it.
You should be able to force the door open now.
People's names?
I'll get to the shuttles ahead of you and get a pair ready to fly.
What? Who'd make a file on you? You're biotic. You're 1,100 kilos.
Yeah, but at least I passed biomathematics.
Ugh, stupid kids, we're in a war zone.
Hey, let me know when we've got a new way off this station.
Stay close.
Good.
I thought we had.
Everyone be ready. We'll go in first and draw their fire.
We'll shadow you from the second level and hit those guys from above.
I like it. Keeps them safer, too.
All right, everyone. Hit them with everything you've got.
You ever want to cut loose? See what you can really do? Now's your chance.
Students of Grissom Academy, the station is sealed. The Alliance soldiers cannot save you. All they can do is get you killed. Surrender peacefully and you won't be harmed.
Asshole.
Damn it, they're messaging everyone. Students, switch your Omni tools to privacy mode so they can't track you.
What if they're not lying?
You have no idea how many people in Cerberus I've killed. You don't want to put your body in that pile.
I've seen firsthand what Cerberus does to people they promised not to harm.
What? You see the scars, Rodriguez. Come on, take a good look. Cerberus did this to me when I was half your age. Ugh! Surrender and you're meat on a slab. We're trying to save your asses.
Yeah, okay.
Let's go.
Make an example out of her. Make an example out of her. Oh. She's like the mole in the team. You know, we're in a cabin in a horror film and she's going to betray us for some reason. Oh, we should have taken her out right there and then. And on that bombshell, thank you for watching and come back for the next part of Mass Effect 3. Gylede is a stony dwarf planet of rock and ice, mined for its nickel. It is notable for a recent collision with another asteroid. The residents had several weeks of advance warning and set up recording devices before they evacuated the planet. After selling footage of the asteroid strike to extranet news corporations, the residents found they were now somewhat famous, as well as a little wealthier than before. Of the 221 residents, all but 25 proceeded to leave the nickel business. A modestly sized hydrogen-helium Jovian planet, Dropper is close enough and reflective enough to be seen in Elysium's night sky. It orbits in retrograde, possibly indicating that it was an extrasolar capture. Human and alien consortiums compete fiercely for the rights to gather helium-3 from the planet, since Elysium's favourable position along trade routes means high profits. A large terrestrial planet with wide cold deserts, Sidon has a trace atmosphere that is principally carbon monoxide. Alliance planners found its gravity agreeable, however, and built a small domed research facility on the planet in the 2160s. The project was classified until recently, when Blue Sun's mercenaries, who allegedly attacked the facility, were apprehended and brought to trial, revealing the facility's existence in open court. Eager to counter the negative publicity, Elysium investment firms now advertise that Sidon is free of military facilities and just minutes away from the garden world, thanks to recent improvements in faster-than-light travel. Whether or not the marketing attracts development remains to be seen. When searching for a colony to retire to, Alliance hero John Grissom said he wanted the one planet where the sun has the decency to set at a reasonable time. Elysium fulfilled this criteria and many more, featuring low gravity, tolerable atmospheric pressure, and a suitable climate. Humans and aliens alike flocked to the alpine paradise early in its colonial years, and the planet remains a vibrant hub for both visitors and permanent residents. Security is a constant concern for Elysium. The planet has suffered several pirate or mercenary attacks, including the Skillian Blitz of 2176. Elysium's airspace is secured by mobile planetary defense cannons. Its armed starship complement is relatively light. Material and volunteers from Elysium formed part of the Alliance Second Fleet, which was stationed near Arcturus before the fleet was destroyed by the Reapers. Tyre is wrapped in a crushing atmosphere of nitrogen and carbon monoxide that make for a blistering oven of a planet. Clouds of ash from frequent volcanic eruptions trigger frequent lightning storms on the surface, and the majority of its mineral deposits are metal poor, not worth the expense of mining. The stated mission of the Grissom Academy, commissioned in 2176, is to serve a student population demonstrating excellence and passion for maths, science, and the liberal arts. Its entirely human student body ranges in age from the early teens to the mid-20s. Although the fact is not heavily advertised, the institution also offers classes for students with biotic capability. The school's Ascension project seeks to train these students and integrate them into normal society.